dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about SmackDown, February 7th, 2025. Joe Wade on commentary. We're in Memphis, Tennessee. FedEx Forum. This is the fallout of the Royal Rumble. And we started one way, and the only way you can. Yeet. We started off with Jey Uso. Oh, my gosh. This man is a star. Put this man over the moon. You know, when he wins that World Heavyweight Championship, it's going to be special. He ain't going against Cody, but he's going after Gunther because he has a debt to settle to show this man, hey, I am the main event, and I am worthy. You beat me once, give me one more shot, and I will go the distance with you. This is Rocky that we're going to be writing here, but man, Jey comes out, and once again, one more time, yeet, yeet. We all yeeted. I yeeted myself. So much yeet was everywhere. Yeet, 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 man. But here comes Cody Rhodes, because Jey invites him out there and says, hey, Cody, come out. And Cody comes out, you know, big pop as well. Everyone's singing along with the song and everything like that. And it's just one of those things where it you know, you feel the magic. And everyone's like, oh, Cody, Jey. And I was thinking about it, too. I was like, that would be cool if Cody and Jey went the distance with each other. No, I'd rather have the Gunther storyline, to be really honest, just because it's there. And if you don't jump on it, I don't think it's fair not to jump on it. Or right, if that makes any sense to you. But for me, it's there. And it has to be that story. I would like Cody and Jey at a certain point, but not for WrestleMania. It has to be Gunther. Because I know Gunther can pull a really great match out of Mr. Jey Uso. So Cody has his thing, and then here comes Jacob and Tamatanga. Oh, yeah, baby. You know it. But Jacob Fatu gets the mic, and it basically ends in a big old fight. And it sets up our main event for later on. Jey and Cody taking on Jacob and Tamatanga. Sorry, I had to do it every time I say his name. Then we get our first elimination qualifying match. We got Piper versus Bianca. It was okay, you know, for the most part. But Bianca got the win. I didn't find that a surprise, but she got a huge KOD on Piper that was just like jaw-dropping. I was like, oh my God. That's insane, you know. Then we get, then next up we have Nick. He's backstage with Chance and Carter. But, of course, here comes Mello, and he's telling him, like, hey, I don't know what I got to do around here, but if John Cena can get into the Elimination Chamber, put me in too as well, coach. And he's like, what? No, you ain't on that. You know, but Adam did call me and say, let's get a Raw wrestler to come and fight you tonight, Tozawa. And he's like, what? Whatever, man. He goes, Mello don't miss. But I love what Tozawa says. He goes, airball. I was like, oh, Tozawa, you crazy mofo. I love you so much. But then we get a DIY coming out, cutting a promo. They're in street clothes and everything. And here comes Pretty Deadly. And Pretty Deadly's like, hey, we've helped you get those championships and retain those championships. I think that favor is way overdue. And they're like, whatever. There's no chance. And then here comes Nick. And Nick's like, you know what, guys? I can't give you a title match. But if you want to prove it, you got to beat DIY. So right now, Pretty Deadly versus DIY. And DIY's like, wait a minute. We're in street clothes. We're not even ready. Nope. But we got this match, and it was freaking awesome, man. I love Pretty Deadly. And Pretty Deadly was getting the crowd singing, Pretty Deadly, Pretty Deadly. You know, get rid of the stupid, them writing a play, get rid of the stupid disco ball, get rid of all that and let Pretty Deadly cook, because they are a really great tag team, and I would like to see them do something different besides what they've been doing, you know, over, like when they first got there. So, you know, the slow motion, the slow hair. No, let's let Pretty Deadly become an actual deadly team to mess with. So they get a win over DIY. And DIY's like, oh, no. So this means at some certain point, Pretty Deadly will get a shot at those titles. Then we have Miz and Andrade backstage. Andrade's like, hey, I did learn something from you. I can beat you. I was like, woo. Then here comes Cody. And Miz is like, these guys don't respect us old vets. And it's kind of weird thinking that, like, yeah, you guys are like the vets now in this place, you know? Been watching wrestling for so long. It just kind of just dawned on me. I'm like, yeah, you guys are kind of the vets here now. You are the Triple H's and Undertakers at this point, you know, as like a Cena rolled in and stuff like that. That's insane. That's insane to me to think about. But he tells him, like, hey, Cody, you know, you're not going to have friends, you know, blah, blah, blah. You need to keep your eye on the ball. And just tells him this and that. And Cody's listening, and he's just listening and listening. He's like, okay, all right. Next elimination qualifier match, and my match of the night / moments of the night. We got Jimmy versus LA Knight and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes out first. He cuts a promo. And he says, I came here because I was told there was going to be no more BS and everything like that. And all the controversy of him leaving the Royal Rumble because he was mad at LA Knight for getting in his spots before Drew got eliminated. There was supposed to be so much more. But man, Drew's going out like, yeah, I got heated. Yeah, I got pissed off. But then I woke up and I was like, damn, I'm a sexy beast, you know. So, and then here comes Jimmy, Big Jim. He comes out and he's like, hey, man, you know, you're like an ex-girlfriend. You just keep whining and complaining and this and that. Oos. Yeah, and of course Drew comes back and he's like, oh, yeah, you're Jimmy. Ha, 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 ha. He goes, hey, Oos, I can do the yeet. I can do no yeet, but I'm Big Jim and I'm going to whoop your ass. And I was like, damn. And here comes LA Knight. Yeah. Oh, I really love this. Like, he took a moment to talk about, you know, mental health and crying, but he also switched it up right into using it as a promo, esque to go at Drew McIntyre. But he says, hey, he goes, look here, deep down, people are dealing with stuff, and I'm talking to all the men and boys here in this room. You know, if you feel something deep down, and it's eating at your soul. He goes, you can cry. It's okay to cry. It doesn't make you any less of a man. And he says this with, you know, right into the camera, and it was just really emotional. And I was like, man, thank you, LA Knight. Thank you for this moment right here. And then here he comes and he goes, but there's a line to that. And this guy keeps crying like a baby, crying, you know, to Drew McIntyre. And after he gets done, he's like, oh yeah, I forgot to get my stuff in. And everyone's going to tell you why, because I'm LA Knight. Yeah, I was like, ooh, a little jab at Drew. And there was a little moment during this match where it looks like it got a little stiff. Not going to lie, it looked like it got a little stiff. But, yeah, LA Knight and Drew McIntyre were cooking, and Jimmy was cooking, and this match was just awesome, dude. This is my match of the night right here. I have to say that. And my moment of the night was the promos that everybody was cutting here. I just love that. I forgot to get my stuff in. Then so good. Then we get Byron with Damian. Then Braun gets in his face, and he says, you know, we're facing each other. And Jacob Fatu is going to be in that match. And I was just like, these three monsters, Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu? Yes, boy! So that's going to be awesome. I'm already excited now for the next SmackDown. We go right into a promo with Kevin Owens in his car. He tells Sammy, you did nothing. You know, in the Rumble, you went and saved Roman Reigns, but when Cody was about to kill me and murder me, you did nothing. You're dead to me, and I'm going to make sure that you pay for your sins. Very emotional, Kevin. You know, he's got the scars now after facing Cody, so we're going to get a lot of Kevin and Sammy action here. And after this, we get right into Tozawa versus Melo. This was a pretty decent match. It was quick, but it was really fun. Tozawa showing what he's got. And I feel like Tozawa is so underrated. You know, I know you use him a lot for comedy spots, but I know he could be a definite, like, hardcore contender in that ring. And he took Melo a little bit to the limit. But Melo, of course, cut a promo before, and he got the win. This is his first win on the main roster. No, I take that back. Didn't it, Andrade? This is his first win of 2025, right? Yeah. He's been on a little bit of a dry spell, but he's got a win here. Yes. And then we go right into, Jerry King Lawler's here, but I'm laughing at this. But Truth is picking up Tozawa. He's like, I got you, buddy. And then he drops him. He's like, hey, Jay, the king of the ring. And Jay's like, I won the Royal Rumble. He goes, yeah, you won that too? Okay. And here goes Cody. And Cody's like, did you make your decision? And he goes, yo, I'm still undecided. Oops, but let's go kick some ass tonight. And so Cody's like, all right. Next up, we got Charlotte Flair. Who is she going to pick? She already was on Raw. She's already on NXT. She's like, who's going to inspire me to fight at WrestleMania? So as she was talking, here comes Tiffy, and Tiffy gets in her face. And it's just a magical moment for me because I'm like, man, these two squaring up. I was like, man, Rhea and Charlotte, you can't go wrong with either of these picks. But Charlotte digs into Tiffy and says, look here, I called Rhea a kid. You're a child, compared to me. And I was like, damn, but Charlotte not missing the beats whatsoever on that mic. We got heel Charlotte. We got the Charlotte that has the confidence in her. I think she's found her swag after being gone for a year. And Tiffy starts going off. And then I just love what Charlotte says, like, did you say something? I'm like, damn, Charlotte. And Tiffany's like, yeah, everyone keeps saying, oh, I'm the next Charlotte Flair. No, I'm the next Tiffany Stratton, and I want you to pick me. And Charlotte, being Charlotte, just says, I want you to do something for me then. I want you to beg on your knees for me to face you at WrestleMania. Then, putting a knife into that wound even deeper with some salt on it. Oh, and here comes Nia Jax. Yeah, and then Nia tells Tiffy, like, hey, me and you next week for the championship. Yeah, Nick approved it, so we're facing each other. So, Charlotte, once I get my title back, you're going to have to go through me. And Charlotte's like, woo, I'll be there next week. And I was like, Tiffy versus Nia again. This is going to be good. This is going to be a good. But we set up our next elimination qualifier match, Alexa versus Candice LeRae. Awesome comeback for Alexa. Alexa's just back, and it's awesome, and Alexa gets the win. Little Wyatt 6 tease during the match. The TV went, like it usually does with them. We go with Byron, with Piper and Chelsea backstage, and B-Fab and Michin, and then Zelina. They're all aiming for that United States Championship that surround Chelsea Green's waist. They want that title, and I'm all for these new opportunities, especially for Zelina Vega, who just got onto SmackDown. And then we have the new Street Profits promo. Awesome. I love it. All in black, They want the smoke. They're serious. They're looking like $1 million. I'm all for these guys right now, and the Street Profits need to go get the smoke. I want them to get the smoke. Then we get Byron with Motor City Machine Guns, and they're like, yeah, we heard what the Street Profits had to say, but we're the best damn tag team here. We're going to do what we need to do, so you need to understand that. And, of course, here comes Las Garza and Santos and everybody, but it sets up a match between those two next week, which is going to be sweet. I really think this is going to be a great tag team match between those guys. We got a really great Damian Braun and Jacob Fatu package, just hyping us up for what's going to happen next week. And that qualifying match, man, we're building to Elimination Chamber, and this is the aftermath of Royal Rumble. Yeah, this is such a damn good SmackDown. I'm having so much fun. And then we get right into our main event, Jay and Cody versus Jacob and Tama Tonga. Oh, my goodness, these guys going back and forth. Awesome match. Jay and Cody get the win. And I didn't expect this, but here, Solo's back, taking out Cody. So we're probably going to get Cody versus Solo at Elimination Chamber. It's going to be awesome. I would really like to see that match. A lot of people were crapping on it. They're like, oh, why him? I'm like, why not him? I love Solo, and I really want to see Solo and Cody run it back, and hopefully it's at the Elimination Chamber. And shout out to Cody too, for after such a devastating match on Saturday and still wrestling this Friday. That's why he's my champ. That's why Cody is my champ. Overall, 5 out of 5 for the SmackDown, February 7th, 2025. Joe Wade on commentary in Memphis, Tennessee, the FedEx Forum. 5 out of 5, and my match of the night was Jimmy versus LA versus Drew, and the moment was their promos at each other. It was just a really good segment, right into a really kick-ass match, man. A lot happened this week. Roxanne was moved to Raw. The WWE logo is in the middle of the SmackDown ring, and it looks good. It looks much, much better. Right here, let's see. I got my notes. I don't know who that is. Oh, the John Cena sign in the crowd during Alexa Bliss come to work. I don't know what was going on there. That was pretty funny. Ricky Starks is the new Defy champion. He beat Kenta at 100th, the pay-per-view. I was going to go check out that match. I thought it was going to be really cool. And what else? Oh, WWE releases at this point Sonya Deville, Authors of Pain, Blair Davenport. That one hurt. Cedric Alexander, but he could go join the Hurt Syndicate in AEW. Paul, then we get Duke, which still hurts. Isla Dawn, that was crazy. Vinci, Giovanna Vinci, I was like, no. But Luke and Carl, the Good Brothers, are gone from WWE again. So that's insane. And with the Women's Chamber, the lineup is Liv, Bianca, Alexa so far. We got 3 more to place in that chamber. And then the men's, we got Cena, Punk, and Drew. It has to be Seth. It has to be Logan Paul. And it has to be, Sammy? No, not Sammy. Sammy had his beef with Kevin. There's so many opportunities, like a wild card. Jacob Fatu. Him beating Damian and Braun Strowman next week. There's a lot going on here, folks. There's a lot going on. So, I'm excited. Elimination Chamber, March 1st. Then we got WrestleMania next. It's a great time to be alive, to be a pro wrestling fan. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. But that was SmackDown, folks. Drop your comments below. Tell me what was your match. Tell me what was your moment. What did you love? What did you hate? We're pro wrestling fans here. Let's talk. And that's it. That's all. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
And you have to cry. Let it out. It's good for your mental health. It's good for you. It doesn't make you any less of a man.